The most important point, I think, to take from this is to eliminate the got a minute meeting. So when someone comes to you and says, hey, Michael, do you have a minute? My response is, can it wait until our one-on-one meeting? And if it can't, because it's an emergency, then I address it immediately. But if it can, it waits, and the employee batches their questions until the one-on-one meeting. The one-on-one meeting I recommend happens once a week with each of your reporting employees. I like to meet on average for an hour, but it's structured, and you'll see in the process in TouchStone how to do that. What you would do is you'd log into your TouchStone account, come up to the 4 key functions, go to Guiding the Business, put your cursor over Add from Process Library and click on General Processes and put these under Management. And you would look for these two processes here. They're grayed out because I've already downloaded them, but one-on-one meeting employee and one-on-one meeting manager. And you will also want to grab one other process here. It's under the M's. It's called Meeting Guidelines. Grab this one too. So you'll bring these 3 processes down. Let's first look at one-on-one meetings for manager. There are 2 work plans. The first work plan is the first meeting agenda. The purpose of the first meeting agenda is to establish the logistics of the process. Who's going to be meeting, how often, for how long, where, and what is the content. You also will establish the ground rules for the meetings. What can the employee expect from you? What do you expect from the employee? Here are the guidelines for effective meetings. And by the way, you're probably going to have to hyperlink these to the guidelines for effective company meetings. And now when you click on this, it'll take you right to the guidelines. But this is just an excellent tool for preparing for your one-on-one meetings. It also takes you into this idea of the primary aim of the employee that you're meeting with. What do they want to get from working with you? What is the value that they want to achieve, both professionally and personally, during their work experience with you? You don't have to do this, just think it's a great idea. So these then become the guidelines, and then there is the ongoing meeting agenda. So after the first meeting, this becomes your work plan for completing a meeting. There are a couple of forms down here. This happens to be my favorite one here. In preparing for your meeting, you just come in and start identifying questions for your meeting, notes from this meeting or previous meetings, goals for the next period, any work or personnel issues that need to be addressed, any other notes. And you'll document, either in preparation or during the meeting, you will document and hold these notes in TouchStone so that you can be prepared each time you have a meeting. The employees' system is similar. They have a manager meeting process and they have a meeting form so that they can batch their ideas and they can bring them to you as their manager when you have your meeting. And again, it's so critical. Just if someone comes to you and says, hey, Michael, got a minute? The question I reply with is, can this wait until our one-on-one meeting? And if it can't, yes, let's address it right now. And if someone gives me something that could have waited, that's unacceptable. So that's the one-on-one meeting system.